What happened on February 25th, 2024, in the evening, after a day for this young autistic boy, a day filled with a lot of events? Was it too much? Did he have an outburst? What happened inside his home? Where is Sebastian Rogers? Was he met with foul play? It seems like a lot of people out here have a lot of stories to tell, yet nobody has been identified as hurting this boy, sending him somewhere. There have been no arrests, no persons of interest named, no suspects named. And his father still left with so many answers. And then comes the lies. We're going to get into all of this on today's show here on the Bullhorn Betty channel.
Bullhorn Betty rocks.
So please grab your beverage, come get comfy, say hi to the coffee club, and let's have a good conversation.
Coffee steaming, files on the table. We clocking early, hunt what's unstable. Bullhorn Betty on the curb, voice raised. Flip-flop queen with the homemade phrase. Notebook thick, got the screenshots flag. Names in red ink, every rumor, every tag. Late night live stream, screen glow on her face. Truth in her throat, got a lawman's pace. She don't blink when the threats roll through. Come see me, she says, if you think that's cute. Bullhorn Betty in the coffee club. We hunt bad guys till the sun comes up. From the front porch steps to the courthouse rug. We fighting for the ones that they gave up. Bullhorn Betty in the coffee club. Sip that truth from a styrofoam cup. From the quiet streets to the madhouse buzz. We ain't letting go till we get that justice. Insane Asylum, that's our crew nickname. Laugh so loud while we track these names. Whiteboard wild with the webs we spin. Pen to pen, see the pattern sink in. Turmo shaking when the case goes cold. We stir it back up, won't do what we're told. Doorstep question, side eye stare. Where were you that night? We hanging right there. Bullhorn Betty in the coffee club. We hunt bad guys till the sun comes up. From the front porch steps to the courthouse rug. We fighting for the ones that they gave up. Bullhorn Betty in the coffee club. Sip that truth from a styrofoam cup. From the quiet streets to the madhouse buzz. We ain't letting go till we get that justice. This for the faces on the milk cart labels. This for the families praying at tables. This for the names that the news won't say. We say them out loud every single day. Every day. If you're running in the dark, better feel that fear. Betty got a bullhorn right in your ear. Coffee club crazy, but we think so clear. One small town, whole world gonna hear. Hey! Bullhorn Betty in the coffee club. We hunt bad guys till the sun comes up. From the front porch steps to the courthouse rug. We fighting for the ones that the day gave up. Bullhorn Betty in the coffee club. Sip that truth from a styrofoam cup. From the quiet streets to the madhouse buzz. We ain't letting go till we get quench.
Da 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 da. Well, good afternoon to all of my beautiful beans. It's nice to see you. It's nice to see you. I hope you guys are doing super swell. I'm Bullhorn Betty. We have been covering this case with Sebastian Rogers for some time. We've been covering it for well over 2 years. We've kind of had to step back a little bit on it because we're suing everybody, right? Things that happened in this case should have never happened in this case. Law enforcement's behavior should have never been law enforcement's behavior. And it's just another corrupt establishment where I am sitting. So we have a lot of problems when it comes to the Sebastian Rogers case. One is the ignorance of law enforcement, okay? They had a missing child child. They couldn't see past the missing child. They couldn't tell that there was something else majorly going on here until it was way too late. And by that time, they pissed away too many critical hours, running around, playing Eye of the Tiger and searching swamps and lakes and streams when this boy could swim just fine, would never go to a freaking lake or thing because he hates dirt. So the place that they had dirt that they were searching, he probably wasn't going to be there. But I guess his mom and his stepdad weren't really informing law enforcement the behaviors of this young man. On February 25th, he had such a busy day, according to his mother. According to his mother, he had such a busy day. They got up. She made him spaghetti pancakes. He bragged about it. I mean, good gracious. I mean, I didn't brag about my mom making breakfast because my mom made me breakfast just about every damn day. Okay? I had a mama. Okay? My mom took care of her kids. There was no takeout in our home. Okay? We woke up and we were either eating a breakfast or we were eating leftovers from soup she had packed for lunch. So one of the ways, it doesn't matter, we were well fed in the morning, but we always got something served by mama. Okay, so it's a little surprising that this young man thought he was special this particular morning. He felt special, so special he decided to call the whole family to brag about getting spaghetti pancakes. Pretty interesting stuff, I would say. And then he went off to go shopping with his mom and auntie, and sounds like maybe a cousin or two had come along, maybe a couple aunts. Both of Chris's sisters were out, it sounds like. We got different stories related to this, who was out, which person was out with them, whatever. I'm not going to go into it. It doesn't really make a hill of beans. I don't think it makes a hill of beans who they were out with earlier that day, but they were out. I still think some of the stuff that they did that day probably, it just felt, now looking back on it and realizing, what Truth has been saying this whole time, it makes you wonder how premeditated this was. Because the photo from the day before at Costco's, this was on Saturday, the 24th, not the Sunday 25th, but the 24th, they went to Costco's, and at Costco's he had this, it looked like a big drink next to him, and this pizza slice that was the size of his face. And it was this, and we had the optimism shirt. It was the very first photo that was put on the very first flyer for Sebastian missing. He was in this optimism shirt. It was like a cream color or light yellow type like sweatshirt. But above it, and we've talked about it many times, was this bruise, this almost perfect thumbprint. And it made me wonder at that moment, has somebody tried to hurt him before in the recent days or within a week, because it had started turning brown and it started having that yellow mark around it. So it tells me that it was old or older. But I found it awfully interesting that Katie canceled Sebastian's appointment for Monday, and she did it on Friday, earlier on Friday, which for many people has implied there was some premeditative notion of whatever she was going to do, right? We don't know. I mean, we can assume, and a lot of us has a lot of assumptions, but we don't know. It just appears whatever she was doing was premeditated. She knew he was not going to be available for his doctor's appointment that Monday, the Monday he went missing. I find that very ironic. Very ironic. Throughout this course, they have done a lot of terrible things. They have thwarted every single search Seth or his team has tried to do. They have complicated, they have tried to arrest and tried to bully and intimidate as many searchers and private citizens that have come out to help this case as they possibly can. Some dumbasses listen to them, and of course they're mostly felons, and they were mostly paid to run distraction, in my opinion, allegedly, and in my opinion. I do not have any receipts to back this up because I'm not pocket watching anybody, but it sure does. We do have some indicators that there has been some funds exchanged in an effort to cause problems in this case for me personally and otherwise. And that's what we learned about. Now, God knows what we don't know about. And we know that Seth was unnecessarily targeted by these same people that say they care about Sebastian. Now, guys, I'm going to say hi to you guys before we dive too far into this. It's nice to see you. We already have 128 people in chat. Wow. Thank you all for being here. If you guys would do me a favor, I would like to see everybody give me a thumbs up in the chat. We're working on increasing our thumbs up. We're definitely going to have something every day. Somebody comes here and they learn something new. So I hope you guys are enjoying the chat and enjoying the vibe and the of the channel. And if you guys would, thumbs up. If you guys like the hype, please hype me. I could use the hypes. We appreciate everybody being here. Oh, it's Freeside here. It's been a while, my friend. Well, hello. I hope you're doing well. Denise, it's nice to see you. Dixie, Melanie, it's nice to see you. Thank you. Thank you for participating in our legal fund. Guys, to this evening's show, we're going to be trying to raise a little bit of funds for our legal expenses. So if you guys, it's $5. So I'm looking for about, and she just did 2, so I'm looking for 18 more partners for tonight. So if we can find 18 people that would be willing to throw 5, which is what MGL used to call skate cash, which we're not going to call that here. She was a little more raunchy than Bullhorn Betty, but we're going to say it's for it's attorney cash. It's attorney cash. It's attorney cash, and it's not skate cash. It's bad girl money. It's bad girl money. But the problem was I wasn't even a bad girl. I didn't even get a chance to earn it. It sucks, and I still have to pay for it. I didn't do nothing wrong. So it's nice to see you. So if you guys... So if anybody would love to help sponsor Betty, I would greatly appreciate it. We're looking for $25 sponsors, and as you can see, our friend Melanie has helped us out with 2 of those $5. So thank you so much. Kel Voice, it's nice to see you. Lisa B. Always, Kiki, hello, Michelle, it's nice to see you. Deanna, hello, Mississippi Coffee Lover, hey. Peggy, Plant Lady, good evening, YouTuber, Big Mac Mike up in the chat, not mincing any words tonight, saying it is Suspect Katie. If you're going to say it, you better say it right. Thank you. And I got to tell you, Mike's hard. Mike is really, really hard. I should say he, she. I don't know what Mike is, okay? I haven't figured it out yet. I've always thought Mike hid behind Mike and was a girl. And then I started, there was a few things that was like, nah, Mike's not a girl. I think it's a guy. So I have not been able to clarify this. And so I'm pretty sure Big Mac Mike is probably ready to smack me. I'll do it. Thank you. I probably deserve it. There's my kiss to you. I'm sorry. But resident defense attorney right here. Resident defense attorney. Definitely not easy to wield the suspect wand. I can tell you that. Big Mac Mike's been in this chat for literally ever. And I can tell you, not all, we definitely are not, there is no parroting when it comes to Mike. Mike does not parrot people, okay? Big Mac Mike says it like it is. Deanna, good day. Marie, thank you. Okay, it's nice to see you. Our beautiful show poodles up in the chat showing some love with the milestone. Thank you, Miss Show Poodles. Who else do we have? We have Jane. It's nice to see you. I hope you are doing well. Come on in, guys. We're going to be getting started very soon. Denise, Oma, Phil, thank you. Melanie, Happy Cappy. Hello. Dawn, it's nice to see you. Where else are we? Denise, Peggy, I said hi to you. I think we got everybody so far. Guys, I'm Smiley. Well, hello, my love. I hope you are doing well. I hope you're Nani. Sandy, good evening, loves. I hope you're doing well. Kiki, I think I said hi to you. B. Betty fan. I think I'm doing good so far. Mike, Frank it up. It's nice to see you, Love Bug. I hope you're doing well. Denise. Gathering Hearts. Oh, I love that name. That sounds so good. Freeside, it's nice to see you. Delilah, shush, shush, shush. Shush, shush, shush. I think there might be something moving around. Everybody's starting to come home. Every time she hears a noise, she starts barking. Nanette, it's nice to see you. Pebbles, hello. Casey, it's nice to see you. Bluegrass Meadows. Thank you, Phil. Crystal Pistol, Silver Fox. JH, aloha, aloha. I hope you guys, fared out. We're still in a storm type of weather. So let me see. We got some stuff coming in, and I missed a lot of Sabrina. It's nice to see you. So we got Phil. Thank you, Phil. We appreciate you. Peggy, Christy, thank you for the floating heart. I see the little, what is that? The little snappy heart, or the finger heart thingy. I don't know what that's called. Thank you, guys. Oh, that's sweet. The finger heart. That's it. That's really sweet. Thank you, guys. We appreciate you. We appreciate you. Thank you. Thank you. Okay. So how many people we got here right now? We're up to 137. Okay. So now is going to be the question for you guys. You guys are going to pick tonight's show. Okay, you guys are going to pick. We got 2 major shows. Oh, thank you, Oma. Prayers for Seth, Sebastian, and everyone who needs them. Thank you. Sabby, it's nice to see you. Hello, made it. Awesome, awesome. Come on in. Very blessed. Come on in. Come on in, guys. So, thank you, Mama Bear. Oh, Mama Bear, thank you. I love the little treats. The Lila treats. Lila treats. Oh, that's so sweet. Thanks, guys. Thanks. So this is going to be your show tonight. We have 2 options. 2 options for what we're planning on doing for tonight. And I've watched both of them, and we're going to commentate on them. But it's going to be decided by you. Okay, so because of Lady Freedom Raw Narrative, big shout out, clappy clappy. I Spy Mama, thank you. Sorta Marta, thank you. Tammy, Betty, we know you're innocent. Oh, thank you guys. You guys are so sweet. Oh, is that Car Guy, Mr. and Mrs. Car Guy? Andrea, hi guys. Hi. Oh, it's nice to see you. Okay. So, are we wanting to discuss Chris and Katie, or are we wanting to discuss elevated truth? Like, how do we want to do this? Because we're going to do one today, and we're going to do one tomorrow. If you guys want to. Now, if you guys only want to do one and not the other, we can do one and not the other, okay? But we're going to do either Chris and Katie, and we're going to debate and listen to everything and have, challenges and conversations. I think I did some research on this. Hold on a second. Let me look at something real quick before we get too far into this. I think I might have made because I know I plugged in a lot of crap today. A lot of crap. Ooh, I did. Let's see what this. Why is it? I just want to see it. Oh, that's what we got. Okay, never mind. I did it wrong. I don't have the application to open it. So, how long is this? It's quite lengthy. Okay, so we have some things to go over here. We have some things to go over. So the question is, don't start. We're going to put it in. We're going to put it into a poll. We're going to put it into a poll. We're going to do it right now. We do have some people in here. We got 142 people. Guys, we're going to do this poll very quickly because let me just give you guys your options here. So the first one is Elevated Truth. Elevated Truth, this is from Lady Freedom Raw Narrative, was able to capture it before it went down. So we got Elevated Truth, spills the tea. Lady Freedom, thank you. She was able to get the most concise and consistent, lengthy version of it, so I'm very thankful. And then Chris and Katie's are about 2 hours. So if we have a video that is 2 hours, it's going to take us anywhere between potentially 3 hours upwards of that, no matter what we do. If we get too tired, we can always pause it and finish it tomorrow or something, come to a stopping point and figure out what to do. Did you see Pima County searching for 3 men who were wearing masks and broke into a house? And yes, I did see that. But we're hearing now that it's only 2 people with a mask, because I heard it was 3 people at first too. And then they said, no, it's only 2. So yes, I did see that. And they were driving a gray SUV, which is pretty crazy. All right, so let me go ahead and put this in a chat. We need to make these decisions very quickly, but I thought, I'd give it to you guys. So which discussion? We'll say which to discuss tonight? ? We'll do Elevated Truth. If I can spell truth. That's pretty bad. Come on, Betty. Or Chris and Katie. Okay, guys, the poll is officially in. We're going to run the poll for 5 minutes, okay? It is 5:05 by 5:10. Whatever the result, whatever one's the highest number, we're going to roll with that show, okay? And then if we want to go back to the other ones, we will. So thank you, guys. Choose your show that you guys want to talk about tonight. The majority of the people, the majority rules tonight. Who's this? This is Holly. Well, thank you. Let me go over here while you guys are thinking what show you guys want to go. Welcome to this crazy family we call the Coffee Club, i.e. the Insane Asylum. Grab your straitjacket in your padded room and welcome aboard. And it's because I'm a love machine. Ow! Ow, Betty, we know you're in it. Thank you, guys. We appreciate the help. Guys, we are looking for about 14 more sponsors tonight. We're doing a fundraiser for our legal expenses. Anybody that would love to help, we do appreciate. Definitely not required. You still get the lovely, bubbly Betty, whether you pay for it or not. We just expect the only payment we ever want from everybody here that comes and visits us is a thumbs up, and that's free to do. So why doesn't everybody take a moment and go put your DNA on that thumbs up button? We want the thumbs up button. There's another button next to it, but we don't want that button. No. We don't want that button. Peggy, oh, thank you, because I'm a love machine. Thank you, Miss Peggy. Welcome to this crazy... it's so hard because she's been part of the family forever. Welcome to this crazy family we call the Coffee Club, i.e. the Insane Asylum. Yeah. Thank you, Miss Margaret. Thank you. We love it. Appreciate you. All right, guys. So let's go ahead and find out what we got. Is it 5? Oh, we got 3 more minutes, folks. 3 more minutes. 3 momentos. Make your selection wisely. We got two roads this evening. We got the Elevated Truth Road, or we got the Chris and Katie Road. All of them, guess what? They lead straight to what? The lies. The lies. No matter which choice we have the lies. 2 more minutes. Thank you. Michelle gifted a Bullhorn Betty membership. Miss Dawn, you got it. Welcome to this crazy family we call the Coffee Club, i.e. the Insane Asylum. Wrap your straitjacket in your padded room and welcome aboard. Yes, thank you. Thank you. Thank you, guys. Lover girl, it's nice to see you. Tam, hello. Hello. Come on in. Come on in, guys. Welcome. Welcome. All right, guys, 2 more minutes. 2 more minutes if you guys would like. So if you guys don't know, we'll talk a little bit about this show. Do I have an intro? Do I have an intro? I might have some intro. Ooh, I do. Let's do this intro.
Good morning, everyone. It's nice to see you. We are covering the case of Sebastian Wayne Drake
Thank
Rogers.
you, Miss Margaret.
He's been missing from his home since February 26,
Mary Moo, welcome to this crazy family.
According to everything that we have learned about this case, Sebastian Rogers was last seen on February 25th, 2024, while dining with his mother at a local steak restaurant known as the Texas Roadhouse. Allegedly, he left the Texas Roadhouse about 6:22 to 6:25 in the evening, and
welcome,
they
lover
proceeded their
girl.
way home. We do have audio information confirming that Sebastian did in fact arrive to his house on Stafford Court the evening of Sunday, February 25th. Around 6 a.m. on February 26th, his mother allegedly awoke, went to go wake up her son, and found his bed empty. After looking around the home for several minutes,
Welcome, Jim.
she ended up calling her husband, which was allegedly 3.5 hours away in Memphis, Tennessee, at what is dubbed the St. Jude's Project. Since then, the roads were filled up with a lot of law enforcement. A huge and massive search effort went underway to find Sebastian Wayne Drake Rogers. They ended up within 24 hours releasing an Amber Alert. We're learning a lot about these Amber Alert system and the strict criteria needed to get a person on the Amber Alert. So how is it Sebastian got on this Amber Alert without evidence of an abduction 24 hours after he was reported missing?
Good question.
These are a lot of questions that we have no answers to as we're working this case. What I can tell you is their statements have changed wildly. Here are a few examples of the wild changes.
Was his ask, would he be able to ride a city bus?
Nothing is off the table as far as abilities. Could the young man get on a bus? I'm sure he could.
We've never done it before.
We've never rode a city bus, so I don't think he understands the process. He doesn't have any sense of money. He may have, like, let's say a $20 bill in his hand, but he doesn't truly understand what $20 would
We will
get
be
him.
watching Elevated
Right.
Truth.
But he doesn't
I understand.
time and money.
It seems awfully funny that, he just can't seem to take care of
Aw,
himself.
thank you, Andrea.
He doesn't really know much.
Sonia.
But when we hear his father talk about him, Seth Rogers, he describes his son more capable than we've ever heard. He says his son is so capable, he goes fishing, he can shoot a gun. There's a lot of stuff that Sebastian does that, from the information we had from the mom and stepfather, we wouldn't believe. And just recently, after the 1-year milestone of this young man being missing, the mom and stepdad come out and say there was a misunderstanding about their son and his capabilities. That's kind of odd. Let's listen to that.
Probably should have trimmed this out.
1 year later.
I struggle to put words to how it feels, honestly. The amount of ups and downs, the amount of possible leads that haven't panned out, that
Just
I miss him so much. So at this point, it's keep searching. People keep looking. Keep searching, keep looking. We keep putting up new flyers. I know a lot of places, they take them down after so long. We just keep going back and putting more up.
Liar, liar, pants on fire.
I refer to my original request, just anyone that's willing, don't let him become forgotten. Don't let him become lost in the next story, not to supersede other children, because they all deserve just as much, if not more
if
attention.
Not more
because
than
all
your son?
children do.
Wow.
But I would say
Interesting.
just please don't let him become forgotten.
Seems like you already forgot about him.
We're never gonna stop. We're never gonna let that happen if we can help it.
That's why you never talk to anybody
With
or
his
come live or
autism,
anything
is there
like that, huh?
anything else that we should add that you want the public to know right now?
That your pieces of
I
shit
would
parents. Excuse my
say
language.
that he is what they would consider high functioning. He's not.
Watch my cuss
He doesn't
words.
struggle.
Watch
with
your words,
verbal
Betty.
Communication, but he does. Excuse me. Sorry. He does.
Catch your breath, girlfriend.
Struggle sometimes with expressing himself. Is, I guess, the best way that I could put that. But he's so smart, and he's so capable. And
I wish you would have said this like,
I
over a
think
year prior to this interview.
The initial image of him that was portrayed was misleading to an extent.
Portrayed by them.
Yes, very much misleading to an extent. They're the ones that were feeding the public the information about their son. So why were they being so dubious in explaining the capabilities he had early on? They treated him or put him into the minds of the people looking for him that he had an infant's mind. And that is completely untrue. We're going to be diving into this and more today on the Bull.
We're going to be diving for this and more in today's show on the Bullhorn Betty channel. Okay. All right. You guys have made your selection. We get to go to Elevated Truth. Again, this is from Lady Freedom Raw Narrative. I want to shout that out because this man, he says stuff and then he takes it down. Says stuff, then he takes it down. He never wants to stand on his own words. I don't know why, but he just doesn't. I personally, in all fairness, everything set aside, I never had anything wrong with Elevated Truth. Elevated Truth had problems with me, okay? Aw, thank you. Thank you, very blessed. We appreciate you. Aw, 501, that's cute. That's cute, which reminds me, let me go say thanks. I know that while this was going on, there was a few things that did come in, and I didn't I wasn't able to give it its full weight. So we've got a few. We've got Michelle, Miss Margaret, Tammy Crimes, all gifted a Bullhorn Betty membership. We've already addressed the other Bullhorn Betty memberships, but they've gifted Bullhorn Betty memberships. So for the 3 people, welcome to this crazy family we call the Coffee Club, i.e. the Insane Asylum. Grab your straitjacket in your padded room and welcome aboard. Welcome aboard. And then Miss Sonia, this musketeer is always beside you and for you. Oh, thank you. Thank you. And Patricia sent a treat for Delilah. That's so cute. That's so cute. And then we got very blessed. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, guys. We appreciate you. I want to make sure I'm not missing any of those other little tags. I don't want anybody feeling left out if they gave. So it looks like Patricia, thank you. I don't know if I've missed any other ones. It looks like I have. It looks like Miss Andrea. Miss Andrea gave 5 Bullhorn Betty memberships. I missed it somehow. I don't know why it hasn't registered yet. Huh, that's kind of weird. Did it register? Why isn't it registering on here? Let me go up and see if it's registered. There's Very Blessed. So she was the last one. Why isn't Andrea's registering? Huh. Well, thank you, Andrea. And I see that some other people, oh, look at that. It hasn't registered all of this. So we've got the hiding, we've got clapping seal, floating heart, finger heart, treat, flower, floating heart, treat. Guys, thanks. I appreciate ya. If I missed anybody, I'm super, super sorry. I really am. I'm super, super sorry. Thank you, Miss Andrea. We appreciate you. Oh my gosh, you guys are so sweet. Appreciate you. Appreciate you. So we are going to do elevated truth. And getting back to elevated truth, you know, I've never had hard feelings for. I'm upset over this. I'm upset because all of these terrible people, what I'm going to call the liar squad, has done nothing but treat Seth like crap. We were on the right side of this because we did our research way, way, way up front, and we got all these answers. We got all these answers all the way up front. And they're just asking questions that we asked many moons ago. And that, I think, is what is so frustrating, is that we've had these answers. We've told these answers. We've stated these answers. They just didn't want to believe us. Then go find your own damn answer. But to wait 2 years and to be beating a father up, anyways, it doesn't really matter. What they did to Seth was wrong. And you know what? They're all learning it, and they're still, the ones that refuse to acknowledge it are still trying to cover up for Chris and Katie, knowing all of this information is fraudulent. There is no way in hell that an attorney would put those things in a document stating that they were in the documents for the Department of Children and Family Services if they were not. Because he is an officer of the court. And he is not allowed to blatantly lie to a judge. He could lose his law license. So to state and say that something is in a report that it is not, and then to quote it verbatim, and it's not quoted verbatim, that attorney could get in a lot of trouble for doing something like that. So this idea that this was fabricated in any way, it wasn't. All the crap that Chris and Katie have been telling these people but they should have known better. And this idea that they were brainwashed, cut it out. You were not brainwashed. You chose to believe despite all evidence presented to you, including but not limited to constantly referring to legitimate factual evidence as lies. Because they came from somebody you didn't want to recognize. Well, look at you guys. You guys are 2 years behind the rest of us because of it. Maybe that has to do with felony behavior, right? Mentality. The felony, you don't have any common sense or any problem-solving capabilities whatsoever. All you have is the con and the scam. Because you know how I know that? Because think about every time we come here with any case, what is the first thing that they're screaming? Con and scam. Who's the first one always caught in cons and scams? Just saying. Just saying. So at the end of the day, I'm angry because they harbored legitimate factual information about a case with a missing child. And they chose to willfully ignore the major and glaring signs that these two people were responsible for something. And they chose to protect them. They chose to create chaos. They chose to sow chaos across these platforms for no other purpose than to do it. And now after 2.5 years of recording conversations, according to this person, they now want to tell people. They don't want to tell people. They want to come out here and dangle it and hold something over somebody's head and try to apply pressure with their boot instead of being an upstanding person and speak very clearly, right? That's somebody that's either not having what they say they have, and so he failed to record it even though he knows he has the information, and he's trying to act like he's got something to hang over their head when he does not. There are some other things. We're going for the goal. Thank you, Miss Robin. Yay! We're almost halfway to the goal, guys. We're almost halfway to the goal. And actually, we are halfway to the goal because of Melanie. It never registers as 2 when they put one $10 in there. So I register it as 2. So we only need 10 more $5 sponsors this show. And we've hit our goal, our legal fund goal. Thank you. So we're halfway there. We're halfway there. Oh, I love it. Thank you, guys. So going for the gold, going for the dole. Oh, thank you, Tammy. Tammy's participating. Robin for the cuss. We're going to go for the goal. We're going to go for the goal. We're not putting anything toward the cuss charges yet. We haven't even began yet. Okay, you guys know I'm about to hear elevated truth. I'm probably going to be throwing a bunch of swear words. I'm going to do my best. I got my beep button. We got our beep button. We filled it up with new batteries. So we got the beep. We're going to try. We're going to try, folks, okay? You know I have a low detector. I have a low BS detector. You guys know, and I got a pop mouth. If you guys don't know what a pop mouth is, then you don't have one, okay? It's when you don't have a filter, what you're thinking kind of pops out your mouth. Sometimes you pop a foot in your mouth too, every now and again. I'm just saying. We're going for the goal. Oh my gosh, we got 12. We only need 8 more. Trigger warning. Absolutely trigger warning. Okay, guys, I will tell you, if you guys hate cuss words and stuff like that, I know I've been cussing a lot. I'm probably cussing more than I should cuss. And I think it's because I get so belligerent over this case. I do. I know I get belligerent over this case. So I'm going to try not to be belligerent over this case. I'm really, really, really going to try. This time I'm really going to try not to be belligerent. So we're going to start. I'm elevated truth. He has a lot. He cusses a lot. We're not going to see him on the screen, okay? Because I'm not dealing with any of this copyright BS that these hate channels and these idiots like to do. I'm not playing these stupid games with them, okay? And I don't feel like more lawsuits than I already have, and people are going to piss me off until I start turning into a JLR and just, you got a lawsuit, and you got a lawsuit, and you got a lawsuit, and you got a lawsuit, right? I'm just saying, it's about to get there. It's about to get there, folks. It is going to get there if you guys keep, F and A, because at some point there's going to have to be that FO. I'm just saying. Okay. Oh my gosh, we're creeping up, guys. Thank you so much for all your love and support. Getting closer. Oh, thank you, show poodles. You are so sweet. You guys are rocking this no matter what in the end. Oh my God, what are you guys doing? We hit our goal. I think we were hitting our goal. Wow, that just popped up all the way across the bar. Thank you, guys. We appreciate that. Thank you. We've got 5 more and we're done. Lawsuit Betty. I know. That's what it's gonna be. That's pretty much. We're gonna have to have a lawsuit Betty. We got a machete Betty. We got a sweaty Betty. We got a whole lot of. We got bedhead Betty. We got a line of Betty dolls. Okay. We're gonna have to have lawsuit Betty. Lawsuit Betty. Legally blonde Betty. There you go. Legally blonde Betty. Legally blonde Betty. Thank you guys. Okay, so elevated truth it is. So we're gonna go ahead and get jiggy with it. We're gonna get jiggy with it. So let me go ahead and move this up. Let's go ahead and get our. There's our. And yes, I made a thumbnail for this guy. Chef, yeah, we got a Chef Betty. Oh, thank you, Sorta Morta. 5 memberships. Dreaming of blue skies and sandy beaches. Thank you guys. Oh, Free Bird, you're official. Welcome to this crazy family we call the Coffee Club, i.e. the Insane Asylum. And who was it? Dreaming of blue skies and sandy beaches just closed out our goal. Thank you. We officially did it. I know it shows only 16, but we made our goal, guys. We did make our goal. For the show. Oh my gosh, thank you. We appreciate that. All right, guys, we're gonna get into it. It's ugly, okay? I'm not gonna lie. Elevated truth. He likes to cuss. Here he is. Again, big shout out. We're gonna be doing this. And I'm not getting into all the copyright crap. I'm not playing these games with these stupid ass people. So we're gonna play it like this. If anybody's got a problem, you know where to find me. You piss me off too much, well, I'll find you. Okay, it's just gonna be that simple. So need not worry there, grasshopper. Just saying, not playing. Okay. This is for real for all. Eeyore, thank you. Thank you, guys. So all BS set aside, folks. This is going to be a very profane, latent live show. So if you got little ones around, we do try to, shelter our little ones' ears as much as possible. This is just, I have no control over the language, okay? And I'm not spending the time to edit this. So everybody, we're all adults here. We're not wanting any little ears to hear all this. So here we go, folks. Here we go. Oh, that must be her intro. That's cute. That's cute. Let's listen to it. Hold on, I'm gonna listen to it. I don't want to. Maybe I don't, because I'm scared. I might get triggered. I don't know if that's a song we're allowed to play. Here we go. Here we go. I need Bullhorn Betty bobblehead with a machete on my mantle. Well, pretty soon, Freebird. Who knows? We might have something in the near future. Oh, thank you guys. Whoever became the member. Who did we get? Somebody just donated 5 memberships.
You know what?
Carol, thank you. 5 memberships. Gifted to the Bullhorn Betty.
Yeah.
Hold on, let me find out who those were.
I'm sorry, guys.
And we have Icy Bama.
I'm wrong.
Juan.
Everything I've said's wrong.
Marcia, Night Star, and 4
I am a
Frogs.
liar.
Welcome.
And this has all just been, one big act.
Just one big act. Just one big act. Pink Panther. I know, that's why I was scared. I'm like, oh my gosh, they're gonna get me. I'll have to, at the end of this, we'll have to figure that out.
Y'all win. It's cool. You're right. I'm a liar. I'm a horrible person. You win. I ain't got no more receipts for you. I ain't got nothing else for you.
Okay.
I got nothing else for you.
So.
Okay? You're right.
So this is a man that has obviously anger control issues. Now, mind you, he's married. And I keep wondering where all this rage testosterone goes when he's not online. Okay? I'm sorry. Grown men don't act like this unless they're acting like this in their own home. Okay? Now, you can say whatever you want. And he might have some choice words for Betty. I really don't give a, you know what. I don't. Because at the end of the day, I'm not the one, I've been on here for 5 years. I've went through pure hell. And I've been arrested. And you've never seen me act like that live on this show. I may scream at people, but to rip shit out, to show, that's, screaming is one thing. It's to get attention. It's to express frustration, anger. It's to be more expressive than anything. But what you're seeing here, ripping cords out, like breaking, where they could break, right? He just ripped them out. That's violent. That's violent. And I don't condone violence. And so we are already seeing some things that show what his home life may look like by his behavior online, right? So this right here I'm not down with, because I know he's married, and it makes me wonder in my own head, and I'm not saying anything. I don't want anybody coming and saying, oh my gosh, Betty said you're abusive or anything like that. I'm not saying that. I personally don't know. I'm not in their household. I'm a chick from Florida. Okay, so I don't know. And I don't try to imply that I do know, because I don't. But I can tell you I'm exhibiting behavior that seems to be behavior that would be exhibited at home if you're exhibiting it online. That's just the way my brain works. It doesn't mean that that's what actually happens. It's just my opinion. And I'm sure a lot of people that's been watching this kind of stuff probably believes that opinion as well. Yeah, he's a YouTuber now on Kick. Well, there's something, I don't understand the whole YouTube thing. Like, why are all these people now going to Kick? I mean, I'm perfectly fine with them taking the trash out, right? I mean, we've been needing the trash out of the YouTube platform for a while, and if they can, keep them over on Kick longer than over here, I'm happy with that. I'm not going to lie, because there's just a lot of pieces of what that reside on these platforms all day and night that I just can't stand. I'm not going to lie. So let's go back to Liar Squad. Liar Gate. I don't want to take away from our crotch gate. I'm sorry. I just don't want to take away from our crotch gate with Ryan Koberger. So
all the things you say
Liar
I am.
Squad.
Okay.
This stuff there is good. Good.
Y'all got it.
I don't know if you guys see this. Bubbler.
You fucking got it. Good job, y'all.
Oh, we gotta see
Good
that.
job.
Hold on, I'm taking it down. We're gonna back
Good
up. We're gonna
fucking
back
job.
up. We're gonna watch him. We're gonna watch him lose his shit. Now you cannot
Yep.
tell me that he ain't
Y'all got
doing
it.
this. You can't tell me that he doesn't do this kind of shit in front of his wife. You cannot tell me that he does not act this way whenever he loses his temper with his wife around, or if he has children. Not cool, bro. Not cool, bro, at all. There's a lot of abused women that see men acting this way. Not cool. Not cool at all. I don't know what makes this man think he should act this way. This is kind of pitiful, quite frankly. But let's watch what he does. Hold on, let me get my big old cranium out of the way so you guys can get the full frontal. The full frontal. Let's watch him lose his shit. Let's watch him lose his shit. Yeah, great.
You fucking got it. Good job, y'all.
Oh yeah, great
job.
great job. Great
Good
job.
fucking job.
Oh yeah, it's everybody else's fault for you losing your shit.
Yep. You're right.
Anger management. Anger management. They have courses. You shouldn't have to be court ordered. You shouldn't have to be court ordered to go to anger management. If you know that you cannot control stress or being called a liar. I've been called a liar. How many times have I been called a liar? Does anybody even have a number at this point? 100, 200, 1,000 times? How many times have I been called a liar on this platform? This guy is scary. This guy is scary. This makes me wonder if there's domestic violence in his household. And I'm sorry. This right here makes me wonder. Nobody, you know what? I've dealt with a lot of people, and the only people that act like this are the ones that try to intimidate me in my own home. I've dated people like this. Okay? It never just ends at on the desk. It never just ends with things being on the ground. It never just ends with that. It always ends with something more. Why can't he be called a liar and just explain his position? Don't you find something wrong with somebody? Because I've been called a liar and you've never seen me act like this. I've been put through a freaking meat grinder. You've never seen me act like this. My thing is that I feel like when people act like this, you know that old adage, like the people making the most noise are really probably the ones causing the most problems, you know, or the ones that are lying or doing what they're saying somebody else is doing, whoever is screaming the loudest. And he's got to get angry. They're calling him a liar. And so now he's clearing his desk because somebody called him a liar. Am I losing my stuff? I mean, does that even remotely make sense? Is he? I think he did say he was. Yeah, I think you are right. He did say he was autistic. But it seems like he's a very high-functioning autistic man. He should be able to handle himself at this point. And again, it comes back to the fact that if he is autistic and he is acting this way, is he abusing his wife physically? I mean, I wasn't expecting to see all this, throwing shit all over the floor and, you know, acting like a freaking lunatic on a live stream. I mean, this is very violent. If you ask me, this is very violent. Men don't act this way. Did he not have a good role model growing up? Men don't act this way. Even autistic ones, especially autistic ones that is as high functioning as him. Usually they have much better self-control than this. It seems like he has a lot of self-control until he loses his cool, and then he has no self-control. I don't know if we can blame that on autism. He may want to, but I don't know if we can.
I'm the problem.
Well, apparently you're the only one throwing shit all over a house. I mean, I don't see everybody else, in the crew. I mean, Granny's watching. I mean, let's be honest. I didn't see her. I didn't hear anything being thrown against the wall in her house. I mean, I'm just saying. Whatever. Just saying. Yeah, go pick it up.
You're right.
Go pick it up, you dumbass.
I'm the problem.
Well, if the shoe fits, if it walks like a duck and quacks like a duck. He was bipolar. Maybe that is it. He could be autistic, but it's not it's not when you have all your scruples. It's not, if you were most of the it is my understanding. I don't know what just happened. I guess the camera must have went off. Hold on, we're going to be getting the camera back. I guess he threw everything around the thing so much he didn't have the camera went out. I would say yes about the autism, but typically the more violent autistic children that I've seen are nonverbal. They have literally no way of expressing themselves, and so those I've seen more at least in my studies. Now I don't know. I know that that's not across the board. I don't want to paint with a narrow brush. I want to paint with a very, very broad brush because I don't know if that's the maybe the exception to the rule or not, but it's always been my understanding because he knows better. No meltdowns don't look like that. No meltdowns don't. Okay, gotcha. So I think he's mad at himself for being trusting with people he thought. How can you think that these are good people? That's always been my problem. Everything that Chris reminds me of a narcissistic psychopath. Not even a psychopath. Okay? That's what he reminds me of. And anybody with a clue or any type of instinct. I mean, you have to be completely have personal instincts completely removed from your body to think that these people are good people. What were you smoking? And that's where it comes down to, because every single person affiliated with this liar squad is on some type of substance. Whether it's strong crap, like math with an E, H, oops, or C. I mean, and never even mind the Mary Jane. Everybody is smoking something in this crew. Maybe that's the reason why they couldn't see through the BS. Maybe because their brains are too soggy. It's not my problem. It's not our problem. But at the end of the day, look at how these people, including Elevated Truth, treated this father. Now, I can tell you that I without disclosing too much, Seth's not mad at Elevated. He hopes Elevated continues to get clarity. He's not angry with Elevated. He hopes Elevated has turned over everything that he says he turned over to law enforcement. And, he hopes that he can start helping him find his son or telling him what happened. He's not angry with Elevated. I am. I'm angry with Elevated. Seth's a nice guy. I'm not. Big difference. I'm very loyal to people that are loyal to me, right? And when you have somebody that decided to go cut throat on a father, an innocent father that was trying to find a son, and then 2.5 years later realized the error of their ways, it's too freaking late. Maybe you should have done your research before you treated an innocent father like shit at the request of the people that have harmed a child. And everybody, and I don't want to hear, I was brainwashed and nobody, we all told these people they were wrong. But they wanted the chaos. They wanted the drama of fighting back and forth because it's so profitable for this liar squad. These felons, these drug addicts that like to attack innocent families for criminals that hurt their children. And this is a common theme for these people, is it not? Does it not seem like every single criminal parent that meets the scene is always friends and buddy with Queen Bee, barbecue, chlamydia, granny's watching? Why is that? Why is that? Why does it seem like every time we have a case, they cater to the criminal element in these cases? And that's what they do. They cater to the criminal element in these cases. And then, like Truth, he can only do, but look at all the people. Like, I guarantee Chlamydia's stabbing him in the back. He thinks she's his best friend. I'm sitting there watching Granny's watching, and she's just going along to get along with Chris Proudfoot, basically calling Elevated Truth a fucking liar. So I don't get it. I really don't get it how he calls any of these people his friends. But you know what? Every time we see these people, we tell them they're going to use you up and spit you out. And then you're going to try to come crawling over here, and we're not going to accept you because we told you exactly what it was going to be. You chose to believe these pieces of garbage. Like, these pieces of garbage have drug problems, had their children taken from them. And they're going to sit here and try to tell me that they're advocating for kids. Maybe you should advocate for your own damn kid first before you worry about anybody else's. Let's try that out for size first. And these are the people that want to criticize all of us? Sebastian's army? And now that they're getting a clue and they're like, oh, but I was brainwashed. The only person that brainwashed you is yourself. You get no pity. You get no pity. What you did to Seth was wrong. Seth doesn't even want an apology. He just wants positivity surrounding his son. That's all he wants. Well, tonight I'm not going to be able to give it to him, unfortunately.
You're right. You're right. I'm the problem.
I'll take this off for a while.
100% right.
Because I'm in the middle of the video, so.
Yep.
I'm the added
I'm the problem.
Thing.
I'm the liar. I came onto social media, and then all of a sudden,
Don't you think that it, like, whenever I'm called a liar, I come here and I bring all the receipts I have and just put them out on the table and say, here you go, right? Or I put them in a post and say, here you go. I don't sit here and go and spin and smack things down and say, oh, I guess I'm a liar. I'm the liar. I'm the liar. Ah! Oops, that's my cards. Let's not fly out of the deck. I'm the liar. Right? We don't do all that. That's like freaking, I mean, I keep wondering, are we adults here? Like, this man is supposed to be only like 6 years younger than me, and he acts like he's 40 years younger than me. So I don't quite understand what we're dealing with here, but I feel like I'm not dealing with a full adult, but I digress. What to each their own, to each their own. I don't have control over anybody else. The only person that God blessed me to have control over is myself. I don't even have children to have control over. Once upon a time I had a husband, and I didn't even control him. So I don't understand what all of this is outside of throwing a temper tantrum and just trying to get people to pay attention to him. Because if you're being called a liar, just pony up the receipts and be done with it. This is what I have. This is what I know. This is what I was told. And be done with it. You know, you guys see me. I come in here, I do a mic drop, and I step away, and then I'm done. I'm one and I'm done. And then I come back next day. We're back to business as usual. But this guy's losing his stuff, and not only that, but this whole entire day, he is back and forth on Kick and YouTube, just doing his whatever he can. And I keep seeing him using a card and scraping something like this and doing this number. And I can't tell if it's marijuana or if it's something a little stronger. But I did definitely notice that on the Kick. I certainly did. And so I kept trying to see, is he going to spark up a Sparky? And I never saw him spark up anything. And I'm like, well, what the hell was all that? And maybe, just maybe, that might have just been some nervous tension. And so that tells me what he's done in his past just by those motions that he was doing when he was on Kick. So again, a lot of people doing a lot of substances seem to be surrounded themselves around Chris and Katie. I can tell you, I'm sure some people probably was doing some Mary Jane that's on the Sebastian's Army. I wouldn't know, but and they didn't do it in public or anything like that. But I don't know the people. But I know that Sebastian's Army's huge. I'd have to think that some of those people are, smoke a little something. They're from all different states. States that it's legal in, states that it's illegal in, and all that other stuff. But yeah, the problem is his motions seem to be exactly some nose candy type things, and we already know from that Stephen Crabtree sniffy out there in the woods saying he's trying to search for Sebastian. Bull crap! He just wanted to get away from his wife so he could get high. And this is the pedigree of the people that Chris and Katie surrounded them with for the benefit of their son. None of these people are professional. I don't even know if any of these people that they surrounded themselves had ever even graduated high school, let alone a college education. And I'm not trying to dog anybody, but let's face it, you're arguing with law enforcement, you're arguing with investigators, you're thinking you're smarter than everybody, and you barely scratched high school. Anybody with any remote common sense would know that they're not the smartest person in the room, but yet all these motherfuckers think they're the smartest person in the room. It's annoying. It's narcissistic while they're pointing the finger at everybody else. I'm just saying.
Media went to hell. Everything is more important.
I can't deal with this. We're going to have to get down.
Do with you.
Well, I guess this is what you guys asked for. I'll have to deal with it.
So.
You get what you voted for.
You win. You're right. Petty AF, perfect. Not into any fuck shit at all. UA Crimson Tide, nope. Didn't say she came by my house. Didn't say she drove by my house. Didn't say she knew where my house was. Nope, I don't have any screenshots of that. Nope, sure don't.
Ooh, he's getting hit by
I lied
that
about
crazy.
I'm lying about all of it.
That chick there needs to be in jail. Actually, she needs to be in an insane asylum.
Granny and BJ, or Granny and Nonsense, and Jay for Justice absolutely said that Chris Proudfoot was trying to fuck him. Sure, I'm lying.
And I absolutely believe that. And, all these girls are sitting there saying, oh my God, no, he wouldn't say that to me. We've got Terry Lynn's, did anybody hear, if I have to go back and find Terry Lynn's, I will. I think the last time she took it off, I went ahead and downloaded it. I think I have all of Terry Lynn's. And I'm telling you, this man was based, if he could meet Terry Lynn right there and stick it in, he would have. Okay, it was that disgusting. It was disgusting. We were trying to find a missing boy, and he was trying to frickin' have Terry Lynn come over and service him. Okay, so let's not get it twisted.
I'm lying about that too. I'm lying about the fact that the reason I asked the goddamn question is because a certain mother of a child said that she had a code word for her son to tell her when he needed to go please himself. Yeah. Why I'm lying. Also, why I'm lying, described how she opened the door on her son and he was doing something I'm not going to explain. So she stood there and watched.
Oh my gosh. We're just going to take a few moments, take some of this in, and just This is stuff that he's saying she said to him. Now, the question is, do I believe truth? I think that with his behavior and everything, I don't believe 100% of everything he's saying now. I think that would be foolish, because we all know that there's his side, their side, and of course somewhere between his side and their side there lies the truth, right? We all know that. That's within any argument. That's not just him, it's not just them, it's any argument. You know that we all have our the way we view the situation, right? The view of our personal view of the situation is altered. So do I believe him? No. I don't believe all of everything that he is saying. But I do believe these stories he's saying, that he says that they told him or he heard about while he was on the phone with them, whether they were in a chat or whatever. It seems like they were very, very chummy with one another for a really long time, and little by slow things were coming out. Potentially. Again, not all bought into all of this. Betty, did you see his live with Seth when he slipped up and said Sebastian passed? Yeah, that's why I said yesterday, he obviously knows that Sebastian is deceased. Or when I say knows, I don't mean factually knows. In his mind, he knows Sebastian is dead. So because in his mind he knows Sebastian is dead, even when he talked to Seth, and the first statement out of his mouth was sorry for your loss or something to that effect, and Seth was, his eyes kind of got real big and stuff like that. I only watched that, and then when he got off, I didn't know he had gone back up, so I didn't watch any of that. I only watched that first part, and then he got down, and I thought he was off and done with Elevated, because the little bit that I did see that Elevated, he was just disrespectful. And not only that, he just assumed all this stuff and wanted to be like such an asshole to me. Like, oh, well, you got friends and they didn't even show you how to do this and they didn't show you how to do that. Like, I set up that account for Seth almost 2 years ago because I didn't want him being beholden to me or any other social media content creator. But I haven't been out there. I'm in Florida. And so, you know, Seth, he requires hands-on learning. You know, I've got to be able to show him where everything is for him to understand. I'm not there to do that. And then he was talking about his background and trying to dog me with that, like, oh, your friends aren't even really being friends, this, that, and the other. And it's like, he has no idea. I haven't even really ran a Sebastian Rogers case in a really long time, but I still talk to Seth very much regularly. I check on him. He checks on me. You know, it's just, it was very rude, especially when somebody was just trying to come up and get information about their child. And he wanted to turn it into an interview, and then he never wanted to give Seth any information about the stuff he knew. Only that he turned it into the FBI. That's not good enough. If Chris and Katie told him, then they know. If he told them on a line with everybody else, Chlamydia and Cletus and J for J and whatever, Gaping Lake, Shamu, whatever you want to say, if they were on the phone and they could hear it, why can't Seth know it? If all these other strangers, why is the only person that's been searching for his frickin' son the only person that's not allowed to know this information? Seth's not allowed to know it, but Barbecue's allowed to know it. Who the fuck is Barbecue? Who is J for J? And as a matter of fact, who are you, Elevated Truth, in this whole story? And why do you think you have a right to gatekeep information you know from a father? That's where my problem with Elevated Truth comes in. How dare he? I hope that he gets a hold of Seth and gives him the information that everybody seems to know but Seth. And I think at this point, it's not fair to Seth, because you know what? The whole time that Sebastian was abused, he never knew about it. He found out after his son was disappeared. And now we got another a-hole named Elevated Truth that seems to be holding some information, again, away from the father, the only person that should be having that information. Nobody else should have that information but Seth and law enforcement. But all these little cockroaches all over these YouTube streets has information that the father doesn't even possess. And you want to say you're helping Sebastian? How is that helping? How is it helping that felons are allowed to know what a father that worked at a jail is not. Just saying.
But you know what? I'll keep shutting my mouth over here because I'm a fucking liar. Because I'm going insane.
Thank you.
Right? Because I'm going
ya.
insane. Yeah. Yeah. I'm lying about all of that. Every bit of what I just said, I'm a fucking liar. Yeah. Yeah, because you know that's normal, right? Right. Right, but I'm a liar, right?
The way you keep acting.
I wasn't forced into a situation to shut my mouth about that, right? No, I'm a liar. I'm a liar!
Wait a minute. Forced what? You're a grown-ass man.
And every one of you...
Forced what? Forced to keep your mouth shut? Elevated? No, you're not going to sit here and play this. You're a grown-ass man. Look at your body. Look at those big old muscles. Look how hard and tough you are. You have no problem slinging shit off your desk. Don't sit here and tell me you were forced to do anything. You're a grown-ass man. I'm a grown-ass woman. There ain't nobody in this world that forces me to do jack shit. You are not getting off that easy. There is no. Mm-mm. Nope. How is he forcing you? You're in Nashville. How is he forcing you? Did he come over to your house? Did he kick your front door in? Did he cut your fuel line or your serpentine belt? Did he stalk you? How did he force you? Because you were scared of getting yelled at? You were scared of somebody not liking you? Is that what you're talking about, being forced? You're not going to be able to play these cards with me. Because I'll pull that man card. If you're going to act like a little pussy, I'll take that man card straight from you. Because clearly I got bigger balls than you, sir. Ain't nobody forcing me to do anything. It doesn't seem like anybody's forcing you to do jack shit either. Unbelievable. Forced. He was forced. Guys, I want some laughy emojis. I want to see the entire chat filled up with laughy emojis. That's what I would like to see. I want to see laughy emojis throughout the chat right now. Even if you are a hater, come on. Come on. Now that is a joke and a half. I want laughy emojis. I'm not moving forward until I get a whole freaking sea of laughy emojis in the chat. E.T. needs to give Seth info. I believe the Proudfoot knows he's not scared of them. No, he's not. But I'm so concerned because he is so convinced Sebastian is dead. They all are. And they have been the only ones speaking to Chris and Katie. So, and Katie being so scared that she called crying. Think about it, folks. Think about this. Thank you, guys. Yay! Laughy emojis, because that's nobody believes that. Big bad elevated truth. Scared of little old Chrissy. Let me make this crystal clear. I think we still have some crystal clear shirts. I think now's a good time. Sonia's probably like, Betty, please don't get me in any more trouble. No, we're going to say yes. We got crystal clear shirts. Crystal clear. Hold on. Oh, you can't see it. It's green. It's green. All you can do is see his face on it. All you can do is see his face on it and barely see Sebastian's on the back. But this says crystal clear. It says crystal clear at the top right above his head. And then it has have you seen me on the back. And it's like a fluorescent green shirt. It's like a fluorescent green. You can't even see it. You can't even see it. So if you guys would like your crystal clear shirt, get a hold of Sonia. I think the crystal clear shirt. Hey, Sonya, can we put the crystal clear shirt on a white shirt? Can we make it a crystal clear, Chris? Sonya's gonna smack me. She's like, no. Okay, let's keep going. Yeah, we're not buying it, Truth, that you're scared. We're not buying this at all. No way, no how. No way, no how.
I wasn't forced into a situation to shut my mouth about that, right? No, I'm a liar. I'm a liar!
Well, you are about that! Yeah! You are about that! I thought everybody used to say I screamed. I've never screamed like this. Like, even when I get loud, like, I'm always loud, right? But he's losing his shit. Remember back when every time I would raise my voice, they'd be like, oh my God, Betty lost her shit. And I'm looking at this and I'm like, well, this is somebody losing their shit. I don't remember ever getting like this. Did I ever get like this? I don't remember ever getting like this. I don't remember ever, like, throwing shit off my desk. I'm sorry, I just don't remember. I'm not. Sadly, KP always asks for her son not to be forgotten. Seth always looking for her help to find his son. Very true, Bliss. Very, very, very true. Thank you for the laughing disco, Miss Margaret. Thank you. Yeah, you know what? That is true. Not to be forgotten. And he's always asking to help find. You're right. You took my ear out. I'm sorry. How did I take your ear out and not elevate it? Let me turn my microphone down so I can scream in my microphone. There. You guys might be turned down a little too low, but that's okay. I was just trying to scream with I needed to scream over elevated.
And every one of you motherfucking creators who knew it,
like you,
and y'all sat and let me take this shit.
You knew
Fuck
it too.
You.
He's trying to blame it on everybody else. Oh, I'm too stupid to know better. That's his argument here. I'm too stupid to know better, and I was forced to do it. Is that really your argument? Oh, good gracious.
And I dare you motherfuckers to come out on your goddamn platform and say you didn't know.
I knew. I knew.
I fucking dare.
I knew. But I knew, Elevated. You know what? I knew, and I told you. I told you because I know you were watching. You used to talk all kinds of mad cash shit about me. I know you know. So don't sit here and say, oh my God, I didn't know. I was forced to do it, and F everybody that knew about this and let me do this. You did this. You willfully went into this case knowing. You said you did your research. You said you know 100 Seth's responsible. These are things that came out of your mouth, sir. These are things you researched. You know what research is, right? You don't get research from the suspects in the case. You go out and do shoe leather investigation, like I did when I came into town, and I went and interviewed people. I went in time, distant from the house to his job. I went to his job, talked to people. I didn't go to Seth to talk to Seth. I didn't go to Chris and Katie to talk to them. I went and knew what the details of the case were, and I went and found the evidence. Without talking to either party, did my research. This little thing called research. Research. It's not that hard. Like a 5-year-old could have done it. Except the driving part.
Dare you. But
How
then again,
dare you?
Elevated Truth just has a nasty mind. Or maybe he's had to deal with certain things for a year and a motherfucking half. While you cocksuckers have sat on here and took up for motherfuckers.
Oh, really? You mean the same thing that you did? So you joined a flock. You did what they told you like a little bitch. And then you're angry for being a little bitch. Do I have that right? Do I have that right? So you got treated like a little bitch, and you're angry for acting like a little bitch and being a little bitch, and now you're coming out here like a big tough guy and it's everybody else's fault, like a little bitch. Okay, again, I think we'll do the small claps. Okay. We got it. Just wanted to make sure I understood that.
So yeah, I am the liar, motherfuckers. I'm the liar. And it would be a real motherfucking shame if it was caught on a phone call audio now, wouldn't it, motherfuckers? But I'm the liar. Let me remind you of something. I have never had a conversation with the Proudfoots that have not been recorded. Do you hear me, you sorry motherfuckers?
Oh my!
Do you fucking hear me?
Oh wow.
I
just want to let you know, Seth, just in case if you've ever wondered, I did my research so well up front that when I met you, I knew you were innocent. So I just wanted to let you know I've never had the need to record a private conversation that we've had. I just thought I would throw that out there. I've never felt the need to pick up my phone and say, I wonder if I can get Seth to lie today. Let me call him and put him on a recording. You know, I don't do that. You know why? Because every time I call Seth, we're talking about his son. We're talking about ways to find his son. We're talking about ways of preventing this from happening in the future, or finding ways to have tools in our toolbox so if it was, we can move it up to like the feds. You know, I never once said, Seth, I think you're guilty. I want to be your friend so I can record you. Okay? I just thought you would like to know. By the time I got to know you, it was after I already investigated you. So I already knew you were innocent. I felt no need to record any conversation we had. I trusted you. So by the whole fact of Elevated Truth saying he had to record these conversations proves right there he never trusted these people. So why is he so angry? Why is he telling people that he was, brainwashed and it's everybody's fault for letting him believe this when clearly he didn't believe it? Because if he did believe it, I don't see where he would have recorded one phone call. And he's saying he's never been on a phone call without recording it. I still can't hear. Did I scream that loud? Am I still down? Do I need to turn it up? He said he turned stuff over. Prove these recordings exist. Bingo. Yes. Because of his buddy Clue. These are dirty people. I have never worked with a family that I've ever felt the need to record. Ever. Because I will not work with a family if I think they're guilty. I have to research the family before I ever get involved. I research the family before I ever get involved and make contact with them. Because I'm going to be, interviewing them as a person of interest or as a witness or as a family member that lost a person of their family. It's going to be one of those three capacities. So Elevated Truth, by the fact that he's saying he recorded all this conversation, that right there shows the hypocrisy in his statement that, shame on everybody else for making me believe. Clearly he didn't believe him. So he's lying here. Somewhere, somehow, he is a liar.
I wasn't there to be friends with the Proudfoots.
Sure seemed like it.
I was there to find out what happened to goddamn Sebastian.
Of course, yeah. So you hid the information for 2 years. You can't have one without the other. You're saying you're
Don't
talking
try
out
to
of both
shut
sides
me
of
up
your
now.
mouth. We're not.
Nah,
you're
motherfuckers.
talking out of both sides of your
You
mouth.
spent the last
Elevated.
2.5 goddamn years shutting me up.
Oh,
yeah.
Really?
That's why the attacks came on me, isn't it, Chris?
Oh, really? 2 years shutting you up? Well, they've tried court. They've tried arrest for me. And they've tried a whole lot of shit to shut me up. And my mouth's still moving there. Elevated? I'm just saying. You're a freaking grown-ass man with those big-ass muscles. I'm 5 foot, barely 1 foot, 5'1". And at the time, barely a friggin' 140 pounds when I went out there. They tried every maneuver to shut my ass up, including jail. Splattered me all over national media. My perp walk, my arrest photo. Had no problem doing that, and guess what? Still never shut up. Still never shut up. Still call Eric Craddock a corrupt piece of shit. Still call Judge Ron Blanton a fucking idiot that needs to go back to school and learn what civil litigation 101 is. They haven't shut shit up. And as a matter of fact, we're raising money so we can tell them it's time for them to shut the hell up and stay out of my way for a change. Just saying.
Chris Proudfoot. Isn't it? Hey, Chris Proudfoot, when all this was coming out, why were you calling Queen Bee? The day all this hit the internet.
Because she the gangster. She the gangster bitch, right? She the gangster bitch. You want something done, you gotta call Queen Bee, Miss Ghetto Bitch, right? Miss Ghetto Bitch. Miss Ghetto Felon. Like I said, she gets paid to run interference in law enforcement. Don't think the feds ain't looking at this shit, honey. I can promise you they are. We're watching your pattern, boo. Like I said, you know what my game plan is. You know what I want for you. Queen Bee knows what I want for her. I want to see her behind bars. That's what I want. But she has to break the law, which I know she has. But it's not just about breaking the law. It's about proving she broke the law. And that right there is where we working. Because all of this nonsense right here, people know. They're smart. You can do this with one case and get away with it. You can do this with 2 cases and slide by. But when this becomes your standard operating procedures in all well-known cases where you go and cater to the felon parents that most likely injured and abused their children, and you keep doing that over and over and over again, you're going to start attracting people. Especially when you start attacking content creators that are covering cases in legitimacy, and you're sitting there trying to stifle their voice to harass them and intimidate them. There's some issues. And with her working with Chris Proudfoot, well, there's your RICO. When you start conspiring with people and doing things in concerted actions, that's your RICO. You guys understand that? Now, I'm not saying any of these things exist. This is just his statement. I'm just showing you how it would be put together. I'm not saying anybody has broken any of the laws. I'm pretty sure they have, but that's just my opinion, right? These people, most of them are felons, and many of them had their own children taken from them. Whether they got them back or not, I don't know. I just know they were removed from their homes in many cases. So how are these people going to sit here and advocate for another child when they never even advocated for their own children that were removed from their home? Because they're not doing it to advocate. They're doing this as a job to run interference and give these criminal parents a way out. To conflate and convolute everything that they can possibly do. It's a well-known strategy. It's a well-known strategy, and he chose to be part of it. That's his choice. He can't blame anybody for that.
Internet. Then I said I was going to tell it all. Why did you call Queen Bee, Chris Proudfoot?
Mm-hmm.
Why was I on the phone with Queen Bee when you called him, you piece of shit?
Mm-hmm.
But I'm the fucking liar.
Well, we'd like to see the recordings. I mean, there's a way we can all put this to bed. I mean, you're proclaiming to have recordings. I'd like to hear those recordings if you have them. If you don't, sit down and shut up. But it seems like you're talking and you're all powdered up. It looks like your eyeballs are about to, I mean, I'm looking at your pupils. You got blue eyes, yet you got black from one side to the other. So what are you doing here, Elevated? I'm asking you as a human being, what in the hell are you doing here? Did you get all powdered up and decided to start raging and decided to go on here and have something to say because you've been bottling it up all this long? Because this whole thing with the way you're acting just ain't right for all this stuff. And it does make me feel like you're lying because you're going so crazy. I mean, this is extra. Who feels like this all here is extra? Like, if you were called a liar and you know you weren't lying, would you be, I guess that's the question I'm asking, would you act like this? I mean, I guess there might be a personality that does act like this clearly, but I'm just asking, how many people do we have here? So we have almost 300 people in chat. Is this how you guys act when you're called a liar or anything? Because this seems really extra for me. Yeah, Freebird says very extra. Yeah, all talk, no action with no proof. That's what I'm thinking. And he's really like going crazy, powdered up. Yeah, that's kind of where I'm feeling. I'm like vibing with this because, you know, I did see that whole thing with the card on Kick. I saw that myself, and I thought maybe it was, you know, weed, but I never saw, you know, the thing come up. But yet he killed the live and went to, you know, a few minutes later was on YouTube. So it feels like he was, you know, and then he'd end and then go turn on YouTube and then chatter on that for an hour and a half and then go back. I mean, that's what I'm probably wrong in all of this, but that kind of seemed what it was. I'm not saying that's what it was. It just for me, that's kind of how it felt like to me when I was no, he is extra. Okay, so I feel like there's something more going on here. Hey Dan, I hope you're doing well. Yeah. So I just like this is like this. You know what this reminds me of? Pothead drama. No, you know what this reminds me of? You know how he's acting? I used to have an ex-boyfriend that did what is it called? The steroids, roid rage. You know that? That's what I like. I've seen roid rage before. And I gotta tell you that all that don't do all that. Don't do all that. Oh, okay, gotcha. I got you, Daily Watcher. I'm surprised CP hasn't called him and read him the right. Oh, I think he's tried. I think that's what he's saying, that he was forced to do it. Nobody forces me. I mean, hell, they threw me in jail trying to force me to shut my mouth. It ain't gonna work. You do not sit. I'm telling you, anybody with the name Bullhorn Betty is not going quietly into the night, okay? Any dumbass that actually thinks that throwing somebody with the name Bullhorn Betty in jail is a good idea is an idiot, okay? Plain and simple, you're a freaking idiot. Thank you, DJ's allegedly in my video. Hey, DJs, it's nice to see you. Welcome to this crazy family we call the Coffee Club. I eat the insane asylum. Grab your straitjacket in your padded room and welcome aboard. They chose to contact. That's what I'm saying. They all did this to themselves. Nobody forced them. As a matter of fact, all we wanted them to do was act like decent individual, human beings and help. And they couldn't. They couldn't. Bullhorn Betty was involved, so they had to go attack the parents and everybody that was affiliated or associated with. I don't talk about these people. You guys have watched me for years. I react to them. That's it. I don't talk about them. They always run that gator and they expect nobody to say anything back to them, and they were shocked when somebody not only said something back to them, but went toe-to-toe with the idiots. You ain't talking to me like that. You ain't treating me like that. I'm a grown-ass woman. You don't tell me what to do. Okay? Clearly this man hasn't learned that. Because obviously he's letting Big Bad Chris push him around. I'm freaking 5 foot, barely 5'1". Big Bad Chris didn't push this little bitch around. But that little pussy right there, meow, obviously did.
Bastard.
Speaking from experience?
Now, go fucking ask your questions, motherfuckers. Because the one person who held the fucking shit, you motherfucker.
Is this why he takes it off? Because he comes down off his high and realizes how stupid he sounds?
You can all fuck yourselves. You judgmental pieces of shit. Won't you ask yourself why the other creators didn't come out and tell you that shit? And why I was fucking forced to keep my fucking mouth shut by the use of my fucking identity. Now what? Now you want to know why I'm putting things together? Why I've been working for 1.5 years to put shit together? Why everything I've ever got put together went directly to the investigators, but fuck each and every one of you. Ain't a goddamn one of y'all a fucking advocate. Y'all want to know some real truth? Fuck it. Why don't you ask Cluminati about how hard that bitch tried to fuck me? Ask her. Call me a liar. Call her a goddamn liar.
Wait.
Liar. 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 Liar.
You're a liar.
Liar.
Nice try, but you're a liar. Liar, liar, liar. Nice try, but you're a liar.
I don't know if he's a liar or not, but he told me to call him a liar, so I had a button for that. I had a button for that, so I thought we would go for it. That's all. He asked for it. Okay, he asked for it. That's all.
Oh, like I'm not gonna think.
In front of Chris on the phone trying to get all sexual with me. You want to know who else was on the fucking phone? Since I'm not throwing anybody under the bus and I'm a goddamn...
Oh, you're not throwing nobody under the bus. I couldn't tell. I mean, geez, Louise, if this is not throwing people under the bus, I don't know what he considers throwing people under the bus. I mean, I'm just saying I'm going to
I'm
buy.
excited.
I'm excited.
Damn liar. That's right. Cluminati and Cletus. Now call me a motherfucker liar. Now. I've had it. I fucking had it. All you motherfuckers are defending them.
You were too. You were too. You were too.
You are fake news.
And I didn't have a choice.
Oh, come on now. That ain't even bullshit. That's horse shit.
And if you think this is all for show, fuck you. Why do you think they're coming after me? Why do you think that Jay's coming after me? Why do you think nonsense is coming after me? Why do you think I've kept my mouth shut about Granny? Because Granny had a concern. That concern shouldn't have gone to anybody else. It shouldn't have been used as a weapon towards her. It shouldn't have been used towards a weapon towards me. Why do you think I'm not talking bad about Granny?
The lie detector test determined you
Fuck y'all.
are a liar.
Y'all don't know what the fuck you're talking about. And the whole time, I've known exactly what the fuck I'm talking about.
That was bullshit.
And no, I am not blaming Clue and Cletus. I'm saying it because they know goddamn well it happened. And I know well enough that Cletus is not a liar and Clue is not a liar. And even though I'm fucking angry,
Honestly, it's fake
I will
news.
never
It's
betray
fake.
my friends. And they didn't do anything wrong.
You're
And
a
they're still not
liar.
doing anything wrong.
Clue and
But y'all
Cletus.
wouldn't understand that.
I'm gonna burn this liar button out if he's gonna be putting Clue and Cletus up on these platforms like they somebody. Nope. Nope. And nope.
Time for the charm bomb to explode.
Liar. Liar.
Nope.
Liar.
Because y'all think with your fucking pea little brains.
P little brains. Sounds like your whole damn squad.
Y'all think this has been easy for Clue and Cletus? not knowing if that bitch killed her son or not?
Yet you guys hung out with him, raged for everybody that said that for 2 years, wanted to beat them up, wanted to throw them in jail, wanted to give them, you know what, right up the keister. And it's so hard for that ugly, fat heifer that tracked us down at this boy's vigil to cause problems for Chris and Katie? Specifically because they sent her out there? That same lady was scared that Katie might have killed her kid and did all that for Katie? And you want us to believe that fat heifer is good people? Have you lost your mind? I'm sorry if you call her good people and you call Seth bad people. Well, I think it's a you problem, not a we problem. Just saying.
Y'all don't understand shit.
I seem to understand just fine.
Y'all don't know a motherfucking word you're talking about.
I know everything
And
I'm
you want to
saying.
know why?
I know it all.
Because you've never gotten off your goddamn ass out of your motherfucking
I sure
house,
have.
out of your air conditioner,
I sure
or your
have.
heating,
I sure
or your
have.
motherfucking nice,
Spent my
comfortable
money.
area
Oh, yeah, I did.
to go out and do
I
shit
didn't see
to it,
you,
Sebastian.
motherfucker. I didn't see
You know
you,
who has?
but I saw my ass out there.
Cletus.
Nope, sure didn't
Myself.
see them. I saw them pose.
You know how you've never seen me out there?
Poser.
Because I wasn't out there for you motherfuckers.
Poser, liar.
You're a liar.
Liar.
Keep going. Come on.
Now,
I'm gonna call you a liar again.
call me a motherfucking liar again.
Nice try, but you're a liar.
I'm over it.
Liar, liar,
And if you
liar.
think that even tips the
Nice
goddamn
try, but
iceberg,
you're a liar.
you've lost your fucking mind.
I'm perfectly sane. I ain't the one throwing my shit all over my.
Now, you don't
my
want to believe
office.
me.
I
You
don't.
want to call me a liar.
I'm not calling you a complete
Have at
liar. You're lying about
But my
something.
phone ain't going crazy right now for no reason.
Maybe because
And
you're
I'm not even
fucking
looking at
nuts. Might be a problem. Go see a doctor. Maybe. Oh, and look at there. Now I got my.
Don't get it twisted.
Don't get it twisted. That's my
This
stuff.
isn't towards. This
Wow,
isn't
that's
towards
my state.
Clue.
You've been watching Betty?
This isn't towards.
You've been watching Betty? You can't. You've been watching Betty? Ooh. What is this? Threatening. Ooh. Bury you in the ground and watch it. So that's a message. That's a message from Chris to Elevated Truth. I think everybody needs to clip that and call law enforcement. I think they need to call the Davison County Sheriff's Department and the police department out there and report that Elevated Truth has been threatened with his life by Christopher Proudfoot. If you guys want to know what his name is so you can report the right person out there in Nashville, please reach out to me and I'll give you his name. I'll give you his address. I'll give you any information you need about Elevated. Okay? But I would definitely recommend that this be a group effort in making sure that Christopher Proudfoot is held accountable for threatening somebody's life. Because at the end of the day, this is not the first time Chris has been threatening people's lives since he's been here. And we do know that there is a missing child that he hated and wanted dead. A neighbor heard him say that. And that is legitimately a fact. So Chris Proudfoot is a homicidal maniac from everything that I can see. And we have a missing boy. I just want to put that into perspective.
Cletus. Not even a little bit. Because, see, I understand.
And I'm just going to say this out here. We're watching. There's a lot of lawsuits going on with these people. And I can tell you every little bit of things that when he opens his mouth is going to be used against him. I sent you a text. Someone's just sent me. Do not mention who. Okay. Where did you send it? Are you talking about what I just showed? Someone sent me a text. I sent it. I didn't mention who, but I did play it. Is that the one you're talking about? That's scary stuff. Chris keeps threatening a lot of people. I know he threatened me while I was out there, and because I wouldn't comply to him, he threw me in jail. He used law enforcement against me. He conspired with law enforcement. He conspired with Lisa Byington, the one that had to pack her shit and get the hell out of Sumner County. After 35 years, she had to have a quick retirement that she wasn't expecting. She thought she was going to go toe-to-toe with me. Last time I saw her, she was like, well, I'm reaching out to our government and going up the food chain to make sure we can make this a constitution or a law. And I remember looking at her and saying, you're never going to get a law for First Amendment. Dumb lady. And then she's packing her shit and getting out of her office. That's what you get when you're a criminal. When you become a criminal. It's exactly what you get when you become a criminal.
Y'all don't understand, but I do.
Well, of course, he's the smartest guy in the room. Powdered up
Why do
and
you think that I've...
Actually, I think I see a little bit of a felony there.
backed Cletus and Clue so much?
Why is he always sucking the knob of Cletus and Clue? Why is he always sucking the knob? They're the first ones that would throw a freaking dagger in his back. Maybe not Cletus, but that fat ho would.
You think it's because of her vile mouth?
Oh, you guys couldn't hear it. Oh. Okay, let me turn the volume up. Can you guys hear that? Okay, I'm sorry. Thank you, Veronica. You guys couldn't hear it. That's what you were saying. Sorry.
Because I'm a fucking liar, right? Because crazy shit wasn't said on the phone. Like, I'll bury you, right? Listen again.
So Chris is threatening him, saying he's going to put him in the ground. And he always does that. He threatens you and says, if you lay one hand on me, right? And it's like, nobody threatens you with bodily harm for you to sit there and threaten them with their life. But he always tries to do that.
Oh, you don't? What about at the raid? Do you have the recordings of those? Or are you gonna come out here and say I'm lying about that too, motherfucker? You know, the morning that the raid happened, that you said at the Proudfoots, that y'all got a phone call about?
Okay, so Sharon, the reason why you couldn't hear it clear is because it didn't come in clear. Okay? That's why you couldn't hear it clear. It wasn't recorded very clear. It was very muffled when it was recording. All you could really make out is that Chris was threatening to put him in a grave. That he was threatening literally his life, that killing him in front of his kids, basically. So that was the threat that we heard on that voicemail. I'm guessing CP is watching. Hey, Chrissy Poo, are you enjoy what is this? Why would he be? Well, he might be watching. Should be put in an interrogation room with detectives. I agree with that, Rocco.
drove over and watched it, and y'all walked up to the door as they were raiding it, and they told you to leave, and you told me you had it all on camera?
So they were raided, apparently. So they were raided. Let me see what else we've got in here.
You do not have the right to tell me I didn't hear what I heard, or I wasn't on the phone call that I was on. You can't tell me you don't think Chris and Katie would do something when you've never had a conversation with either.
What happened here? Oh,
One of
pause.
them, other than 2 or 3 minutes on a panel. I mean, you can, but it holds zero weight to me. And for all of y'all that are out there just pumping your chest, thinking y'all got something, I just want you to know I'm not even mad at you. Take your moment to shine.
Well, everybody's freaking mad at you because you took your moment and shut up instead of shining. You chose to harbor a lot of information about a little boy that disappeared from his home, and you knew what you were doing. You're a grown-ass man. Shame on you, Elevated. Shame on you. I'm never going to stop shaming you. I'm just not. It's so angering.
My favorite line today was, I don't like to kick a man when he's down, but an hour and a half later, they're stomping the shit out of fake lies, stories, and manipulations of emotions.
Welcome to the hate channels,
You know.
but you were part of it. You were a part of it. You chose to be part of it, and now you're complaining about it.
Thanks, Marty me, but no thanks. Okay. I'm just sitting here talking to my chat. I'm not understanding why this is any different than any other night with my chat. There just happens to be a whole lot more people who seem to want to be here, which is cool. You're welcome here. Just don't expect me to be the nicest person.
Nobody ever
right now
expects
with
you to be the
everything
nicest
going on.
person.
And I don't mean
You're never the nicest person. You just like to be the man that seems to have all the control, right? You're a control freak. You're a control freak. That's what it sounds like. You like to have all the pieces. You like to be slimy and sneaky and slick. And then once people start turning on you, you like to dangle shit over people's head. And then you like to act like you didn't know nothing about it. And you like to distance yourself from your own culpability in all this. Not taking responsibility for your actions. You don't get to do that. You don't get to do that. You don't get to do that. You don't get to cause all of this pain and suffering for the last 2 years or be associated with it and affiliated with it and passing around all this misinformation and lies. And then scream you didn't know. Ignorance is not an excuse when you have a cell phone and a computer. If you choose to be ignorant, that's your choice. It's not anybody else's. But there has been the same information out there on these streets as it has been for every single other person. He chose not to see it. He chose to look past it. He chose to align himself with terrible drug addict felons and people that clearly abused a child. While he's standing saying, I'm an abused child in the past. So you're telling me you can't figure out who the abusers are? You being so skilled and a scholar in the conversation, you couldn't, with your infinite wisdom, being the smartest guy in the room, you didn't know, with your history of being abused yourself, you couldn't figure out who the bad guy and the good guy were? Well, I can tell you at this point, after 2.5 years, if you couldn't figure it out and you want to blame everybody, you have no business being in true crime. None. None. You're clearly not good at it. If it takes you 2 years to catch up with the rest of us, you're not good at your job. if this is your job. And that's something you're going to have to deal with. And you can't keep blaming everybody for your problems. You did it to yourself. You did it to yourself. And you willfully, intentionally, and maliciously did it to yourself. He did the same thing with the truck information. He sure did. He absolutely did.
From time to time. You think it's because of her unfiltered personality? Or do you think it's about her die-hard mission to find out what happened to a little boy, no matter what?
I'm sick of watching him.
Because, you know.
Well, we'll turn it back on when he's going through there.
In the memory of what her daughter went through. But some of you pea-minded motherfuckers aren't smart enough to understand that.
Interesting. Pea-minded.
Now I'm pissed off.
Oh, now
you've seen me angry.
Now he's angry.
Congratulations.
Congratulations.
Maybe this made your pussy wet nonsense.
No.
But let me also be clear.
No.
This isn't throwing Granny under the bus either. Could you imagine what fucked up position you would be in? To be feeling like someone was being inappropriate with you, but not being able to say anything because the other side is super.
But Granny, didn't she tap dance on that question? Chris asked her point blank if I ever made you feel it. She's like, oh no. Right? So all of them women are obviously lying because she was like, oh, well, no, but this one thing, right? So it sounds like Granny's watching has a little spatula and she loves to stir that pot. Sounds like she's the pot stirrer. Huh, interesting.
Could you imagine
I believe you. Me too.
And you know who knew this? You know who knew this?
Who?
Do you want to know why me and Clue and Cletus have rocked with Granny no matter what?
Why? Who?
Y'all can't stop to figure it out, can you?
Oh my gosh, who? You're the smartest guy in the room, who?
What did Jay and Nonsense do with that information? Used it to try to destroy her? Control her?
Now you guys know why I don't let nobody push me around.
And ultimately make it where she
Nobody would have done this to me.
And then I went against her. And then we're both gone. Or everybody's on Granny's side already. The plan was to get rid of Clue. They couldn't. Then it was me because they found some weaknesses.
I hate to tell you,
but their biggest weakness was underestimated.
But they is Queen Bee and her posse, right? Queen Bee. It seems like she used all of you guys as much as she could, and then her and her posse knocked you guys off one by one, because you guys wanted to be sleazy scumbags. Well, you know what? You guys get the sleazy scumbag treat. I told you guys, felons are not loyal. Felons are felons. Okay? When you're actively you're actively committing crimes, you're actively doing all around bad things, and you go and you try to trust those people, you're going to be disappointed 100% of the time. 100% of the time.
I am a real human.
So is Seth.
I am a real person.
And he's the one missing his son, and you're acting like a fucking victim. I can't watch this bozo anymore. We've been on here for 2 hours. That's as much bullshit as I can deal with. We're gonna put bullshit part 2. Queen Bee sounds like a lead singer of Double Dutch Buzz. Freebird. They will take him back to be his handler. He will fall for it. Of course he will. Of course he will, because he needs friends. He needs friends. He doesn't know how to stand on his own. He doesn't know how to stand on his own. He doesn't know how not to be pushed around. He doesn't know how to say, you can't do that to me. And my mommy told me no. I don't have to do this. I don't have to do it no more. You just say no. I'm not doing it. That's what you need to tell him. Tell him to go away. Tell him to go away and to quit being mean to you. Quit being mean. Quit pushing you around. A man that's terrified of sticking up for himself. I've never heard such a thing. I never heard such a thing. A man, a grown-ass man. A grown-ass man. You stop it. You stop it. Look at that. One of his little hate friends are right there. They're right there. He needs to go call his mommy. He needs to go call his mommy. Yes, that's the way I talk to my little doggy. And she comes running. Hi, little Lila. Hi, little baby. Hi, little baby. Hi. Baby Lila. Come here. Quit walking away. Quit being so shy. Come here. Come. When I snap those hands, she comes. She come running. Don't be mean. Did you hear him? Elevated Truth said Big Bad Chris forced him to keep secrets. Forced him to keep secrets, Delilah. Would you keep secrets if a little boy was hurt? No, I would not keep secrets. It's bad to keep secrets, especially when a little boy is missing. It's bad. So you want to smell? It's bad. Mr. Proudfoot, bad. Quitty, bad. Bad people. Bad people. They're bad. She said it, not me. You guys heard her. Delilah says no lies. Delilah says no lies. She can't lie. She's too cute. She's too cute and too sweet. She just can't do it. Okay? And she's saying all these people, everybody in this liar squad are bad. They're bad. But we have little boy. We got little boy Elevated Truth, and he needs his mommy to tell the big bad bully to quit picking on her son. Hi. Yeah, the big bad bully. We don't like big bad bullies, do we, Delilah? Say, no, Mommy, we don't like big bad bullies. No big bad bullies. All right, guys, we say no to bullies. We say no to bullies. We say yes to jail for bullies, especially when they're violent bullies and they destroy people's lives and they interfere with police investigations. They obstruct justice. They do all around criminal activity. We say no to those scumbags and slime bags. We say yes to helping find missing children, and we say no to child abuse and shitty sheriff's departments. That is the message for tonight's show. If anybody has seen Sebastian Wayne Drake Rogers, let me put a photo of him up here. Handsome feller. Handsome feller. I would like a photo, please. Still working on it. Oops. Okay, let's move this out the way. There is Sebastian Wayne Drake Rogers. He was 15 years old when he disappeared. He is now 17 years old. He's going to be turning 18 years old December 7th, 2026. So just a few months away, he will be turning 18. He has not been seen since February 25th, 2024. We are praying and hoping he comes back safely. However, with the grim news that is starting to break from the hate channels, the people that have been protecting Chris and Katie all of this time, protecting them, I want to make sure that we, hey, Eric, it's nice to see you, love. I hope you're doing well. Tell your wife I said, hey. Sebastian has been missing. We know that he would be much taller. He might have some facial hair. He would have had a growth spurt between the time he was 15 to now him being 17 and turning 18. His voice would most likely have already changed. He's going to have a lot of different he's going to have a lot of differences in his growth, okay? And that comes with facial hair. It comes with other things. You know, the hair on his head might be changing colors. I remember I had this light golden honey hair, and when I got about 14, the color of my mom's hair started coming in. It looked like I dyed my hair. It was like a huge line that just grew in, and it was all natural. I didn't know what was happening. So, I mean, even your hair color can change as you get older, can change, get darker or lighter. Mine got darker. It sounded like Katie was saying his was darkening up. I don't know how true that is, but again, it was I feel like, you know, there's going to be some changes. Now, the one problem I have here, there's April. It's nice to see you, love bug. I hope you're doing well. I hope you're doing well. So, at the end of the day, we know he's going to be different, but the National Center for Missing and Exploited Children have not updated his appearance, like did an age progressed image of him. So I mean, if I remember correctly, didn't we get one at like 2 or 3 years for Summer Wells? Haven't they done like 2 different age progressions, or did they only give us the one at the 5-year mark? I feel like we had one much earlier on, like around 2 or 3 year mark for Miss Summer Wells. But I would have expected that we would have an age progression, because he was 15 years old and he's almost 18. There's going to be a difference in his height. There's going to be a difference in his weight. There's going to be a difference in his appearance. And we have no updated image, no age progressed image of Sebastian Wayne Drake Rogers. And then, of course, hearing all this detrimental information finally starting to break on that with people that the felons that Chris and Katie have brought into this case to create chaos are now starting to fall apart. And because they're, you know, unprofessional felons and other things, just all around pieces of shit, they're starting to attack each other and they're falling apart. And while they're falling apart, they're leaking all of this information in this big bad fight. And Chris and Katie are getting very nervous, to the point that Katie, for the first time since her son's been gone, broke down in tears. She's got to be pretty scared with the information that's coming out from Truth. It sounds like Truth is holding something major over Chris and Katie's head. And, you know, Chris and Katie will never cry unless it's for herself. So with her crying yesterday, or sounding like she was crying, it might be just a game for her. It might just be fake cry, fake tears. But if she was crying, bet your ass it's because she's worried about herself. She has never acted like she's given a crap about this child. She's lived her life as if he never even existed, even going and getting her eyebrows waxed, her freaking fingernails done. She's got money for all this shit, but nothing for her son. They've removed all advertising off their vehicle for their son. They're not paying for any type of bulletin boards, billboards, anything. They're not sponsoring anything. Hell, Chris doesn't even have yard signs. You would think people that were well-to-do would keep these things in stock for their child, their missing, disabled child, but not Chris and Katie. And people might say, well, why isn't Seth doing that? Seth has a box of shirts. Seth has a box of flyers. Seth has bracelets. Seth has everything that you could ever even imagine for his son. And that man has barely any money. He has chicken scratch compared to the type of money that Chris and Katie has. And look at everything that Seth has done for his son. And look at the shit Chris and Katie have. And we got these people acting like they went out. Oh my God, yeah, that fat bitch ain't getting off her ass and going out in the woods. Give it a break. She can barely move. And you're going to try to tell me that she's out in the woods searching for Sebastian? What is she clearing? A freaking acre a week? Like, cut it out. I don't even want to hear that nonsense. Who believes Chlamydia is out in the freaking woods searching for Sebastian? That fat ass can barely move. Her freaking thighs would rub together. She would start a freaking forest fire from the heat brought on by her thighs. Cut it out. And I mean that in the most disrespectful way possible. My freaking nail. I'm worried about that forest fire. I'm worried. You guys remember on Castaway, right? You know, remember Tom Hanks? He's trying to get the fire. I got fire, right? I got chlamydia. We're going to be sending out the smoke signal. SOS! SOS! I'm so bad. I'm so bad. Oh, she got those smoking thighs. She got those smoking thighs. There's
oh my God.
Oh, we got some smoked meat. Were you smelling barbecue? Yep, I was. Okay, that was fun. That was fun. All right, guys, I hope you guys got a show here on the Bullhorn Betty channel. Please don't forget to hit that thumbs up button. Please don't forget to hit that hype. Thank you guys for all that participated in us reaching our goal for our legal expenses for tonight. We have a few $1,000s we still need to raise. We're doing great. Thank you all for all your love and support for this channel. I'm hopeful to be at the end of the tunnel and start seeing the light at the end of the tunnel here real soon with these cases, but we will be successful, and without you we would be nowhere. Thank you all. Give you guys a round of applause. Thank you. You guys are beautiful people. Thank you, Coffee Club. We love you, and I know you guys love me, and I feel the love. Thank you guys. Have a great night. We'll see you first thing in the morning.